Good evening, afternoon, and good morning. So today I'm bringing you a quick tutorial, beginner's tutorial on making a platform move. Now this could be pretty much anything. It could be an enemy going up and down in a certain area, right? It could be a spike ball, like what you see in the new Russian Clank, by the way. The game's fantastic. But let me demonstrate and then I can show you. Let me demonstrate and then I can explain. So first of all, we want to create a new blueprint class. We're going to call it BP, always, for blueprint underscore floaty thingy. You can call it whatever you want, right? So BP floaty thingy. Let's open it up. Well, what do we want? We can have a static mesh. We can have our character, we can have our AI, whatever you want. But for, let's say this is a platform that you need to jump on it, right? To get from point A to point B, like in Crash Bandicoot, where it just hovers at the bottom. Cool. So first of all, I created a static mesh called with a cube. Then next we're going to say interp to movement. There we go. Leave it like that. Now interp to movement is literally, it's instead of us going in and creating like a graph with a wave on like smooth in, smooth out, we're just going to create two vectors and it's going to move between point A and point B. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to create two variables, and I'm going to call this point A. We're going to make it a vector. Why? Because a vector holds the XYZ value in a 3D space. That's why it's called a vector 3. We're going to make this instance editable, show in 3D widget, and expose on spawn. We're going to copy this guy and we're going to make it point B. Now why are we doing that? Because we need two reference points of the world. How are we going to know where the thing needs to move to if you don't have two references? Now, once you've got that, we want to click on the interp to movement. And remember, you don't have to have just two vectors. You can have 3, 4, or 5. So how many control points you want, you can have. But for my demonstration, I'm going to have 2. So here's our two array elements. Now, what we can do is you can either have it in a blueprint in the event graph. You can say on begin play, you want this to happen, or if we push a button, this needs to happen, or this needs to happen every second. But the reason why I don't use this is I'll show you now. So let's go to our construction script and let's drag out an interp to movement that we've added as a component. We're going to drag off and we're going to say it's set control point. There we go. Now this is simply getting the interpolation control points that we've set over here. Control points, we're just setting it. How are we going to set it? Well, we need to make an array, and how many points do we have? We've got 2, so we make 2 arrays. So it is in make interp control point. Let's copy this because we've got 2 of them. Do not forget, we've got 2 of them. And what we're going to do is we're going to plug point A into the position control over here and point B in here. Now what we need to then do lastly is a duration. So we just drag off of the execution pin and say set duration. Easy. The target is our interp to movement. You just plug it in, and we need another variable called let's movement over time. Okay, make it a float, plug it in there. What we want to then do is we want to make it editable, and that's it. Let's go from the top. We added a static mesh cube. You can have anything you want. It can be a stick, it can be a light pole, it could be a car. You have an interpretive movement component. On the interpretive movement component, we've got 2 control points. You can have 3, 4, 5, 6. However many control points you have here, you can set the control points here. Okay? The behavior type is what you want the static mesh to do. For me, I wanted to ping pong between the 2 points. Right? Go back and forth. But you can set it to one shot reverse, loop reset, whatever you want. So a loop reset is if you've got multiple points, point A, B, C, D, you can literally have it go point 1, A, B, C, D, reset, A, B, C, D. That is what loop reset does. One shot reverse is A, B, C, D, C, B, A. That's how it works, right? Cool. I don't want to drag this on any longer. I just wanted to give you guys a nice explanation as to what's actually happening there. And okay, cool. So let's see how that works. No. I said okay, cool, not okay, Google. Okay, now let's save it, compile, save, close. Let's drag our platform into the world. Oh, see, it's a bit small. So let's just make it a little bit bigger. There we go. So as you can see, you've got this almost like diamond shape. If you click on it and you drag it out, you'll see point A there and point B there. Awesome. Now, if you then click on point A, you'll see movement over time variable that you've created. Right? So depending on the number you put in here is how long this movement's going to take. So if I say 0.5 seconds, it's going to take a half a second to get to point B. If I say 10 seconds, it's going to take 10 seconds to move from point A to point B. So let's see what happens if I say 0.5 and play. There we go. Our platform's moving. And that's it. Let's say that's an enemy. Let's say you want to go, you want to try and get past it. It's an obstacle. You want it to be 2 seconds. Also, you want it to be an actual enemy. So let's make it an actual enemy. Sphere. Here we go. Whoa. Calm down, we're all friends here. There we go. That seems a bit big, I'm not gonna lie. No. How do I change this? I can't. Okay, whatever. Okay, save. Oh, it's huge. Oh, it's a big enemy. Okay, let's move the control point. And play. Oh, there we go. It's going. It's moving. Okay, I'm on it. Swifty. And that's it, guys. That is how you move a platform, an enemy, an AI, a car, a pole, a branch, a leaf from point A to point B. I hope this helped. I hope you learned something, and I hope to see you guys very soon for another episode.